Okay, yard fanatics, welcome back to Bermuda Grass Central. Chilling with the big yard dog himself, BYD. And guys, today we're talking about getting rid of those summer weeds in your lawn, all right? And I know some of you guys are probably a little, fearful that, with 100-degree plus weather or close to 100-degree, how can you treat those weeds, all right? Well, in this video, BYD is gonna show you a couple of little tips, so stay tuned.
You're watching Bermuda Grass Central, changing the world 1 yard at a time.
Okay, yard fanatics, look, before we even get started on this, everybody knows my favorite weed killer choice is Spectricide by, Spectricide Weed Stop for Lawn, the one that kills the crabgrass and the nutsedge, all right? Now, by no means am I affiliated with them, nor are they a sponsor of this video, but it's one of the products that I just like to use. That's what BYD loves to use. And guys, if you can look behind me, you see my yard. Update on that, we had the whole thing, summer aeration video. Hopefully it's coming, but you can see I still have a darker green. But let's get to that weed kill thing. Before I even start, look, let me take you to two of my favorite stores, which is Walmart and Home Depot, just for a little tutorial. Okay, yard fanatics, look, sometimes, I like to bring you in the store that you see these prices up front and your options. Now, we're here at Walmart, and I love Walmart, but, they don't have as many options as Home Depot. So we'll go there next, and as you know, I love Home Depot. Love Home Depot. But let's go in here and see what these prices are and what the options are, and we can talk about it. Sometimes you run across some great deals. $8.88, 2 bags, 2 18-pound bags. Royal Oak. That's a good deal. Before I get to those chemicals, look. I'm all about the Roundup 2-gallon spray or 1-gallon spray. But look, this is I already got one of these. It's gonna be the inaugural use of it. It's 1286, 2-gallon, and it has that head on it that's supposed to do all the things on it. Now, the trick part is when you go to 1 gallon, and they don't even have the 1 gallon in here. When you go to the 1 gallon, it does not have that head on there that's supposed to do the wide spray, stream, all that stuff. But let's get to the chemical. Okay, guys, look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices here. All right, now if we're gonna just spray the whole yard, get the one with the hose in. That has a hose in. This does not, which means you have to make your own mix. Make your own mix. But what I want to show you is this. When you're buying this stuff, it can be kind of tricky because you don't know what's in your yard. The reason I like to get this one is because, let me show you the active ingredients. All right, if you watched any of my videos, 2,4-D is the basic weed killer that's going to kill the basic weed. Quinclorac, that's the one that's going to kill the crabgrass. The Cambe is, don't quote me on it, but I'm thinking it's more of a clover killer. That Sulventrozone is more of a nutsedge killer and a preventer. So you're getting a lot for your money. And generally when you go buy it, you'll see what's on the front of it. That'll say, it says crabgrass killer and yellow nutsedge, kills yellow nutsedge, all right? Results in 5 hours. You move to the weed be gone. Let's zoom in on that real quick. And you see 2,4-D. You see quinclorac, so you know it's killing weeds. The Cambe, but the one thing I don't see is the Sulventrozone. So I'm not sure if this is going to actually kill nutsedge. All right. If you're not sure about that, what you can do is go to the label, open it up. I think I open it up. And they have sections in here. It'll tell you what weed it kills. I don't know everything set in that book. All right, then you got this one right here, which is, I love this one, but 2,4-D, pretty high, 4.7, kills a lot of weed. It's oxybenzone, which is a pre-emergent, but here we are in July. It's too late for that. There can be also no Surfactant on, all right? But this does a hell of a job killing weeds. Go to Roundup, Pinoxis, I don't know how to pronounce that. Surfactant kills the nutsedge. The can be, but the one thing I don't see is quinclorac. Now this joker is, let me see. So if you got those in there, dollar weed, dandelion, clover, yellow nutsedge, you good to go. But if you got baby crabgrass, that's not gonna work for you. Then here's the Walmart brand. The label is cheap because it's kind of blurry, but look at the 2,4-D, 7.59. That's real high, and it has the Cambi in it, so it's gonna kill a lot of weeds too, but not gonna take out none of those heavy hitters like crabgrass and nutsedge. All right, so yeah, it can be a little hard to figure out which one you want to get, but I always get this one because it seems it has the most. If you're killing them off while they're young, you got a better success rate with this right here. All right, let's go ahead and see what they got. Okay, yard fanatics. Now, like I said, if you're gonna, by the way, we're at Home Depot. If you're gonna treat the entire yard, you want to spray it. A hose-in sprayer will do you fine. All right. Now I already explained kind of what I was talking about, the one that I choose. All right. Now let's say your yard is, you have a lot of weeds, so you want to go with a product like that, or like that, or like that, or like this. But I want you to be careful when you buy this. This is the old bottle. Look, kills over 250 weeds. This is the newer bottle will say this. So make sure you don't get the old formula, because this is them just trying to clear this trash out of here and still selling it at $9.47. It should be $5. All right, but let's say you got a yard that doesn't have a lot of weeds. A weed and a feed will probably work good for you. All right, now if you've already fertilized your yard, then you may have to go with one of these hitters here, but I would half rate it. In other words, if one bottle covers 5,000 square feet, like that says, and I only have a little few weeds, I would probably use half the bottle on 5,000 square feet, which means I use 2,500 square feet per product. All right. And if you're gonna get that image, you know, that's specialty stuff right there. See what that's for. I just wanted to bring you out to Home Depot, you know, show you some of your options. All right, so let's go home, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna spot spray. All right. Okay, yard fanatics. Look, before we start, once again, Spectracide is not affiliated with BYD. Just a product that I believe in, so that's why I use it. But let's go ahead and look. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get started, get right to it. As I said in the video, now I went to Walmart and they had the Eliminator brand. I guess that's Walmart's like sub brand, I'm assuming, just like they got, what's that, Expert Gardener. But the one thing I want to point out, the Eliminator brand, you only got that head when it went to the 2 gallon. The 1 gallon did not have that. And you can see what it has on there. Fast and efficient pump means less work. No spill funnel top. Automatic pressure valve release. 42-inch braided PVC reinforced hose. Supply tube filter. And it's supposed to be heavy duty chemical and bleach resistant. Vitin seal. I guess so. It's going to be a heavy duty, which comes. You guys, you all know I'm fond of the Roundup sprayer. The one thing I will say that I hadn't seen on any other sprayers, that these sprayers have these little notches that you can hang your hoses. All right, and that's the surfactant for later on in the video, and that's the blue dye. These two are not necessary if you're just a basic homeowner and you don't want to go through all that. I will tell you this though. When you're treating your yard, we have this right here, the hose and spread. And one thing I want to show you on all these bottles, if you can look, it'll tell you what it's for. Connect to hose. You look at this one right here, ready to use. You don't have to add anything to it, just shake it up and spray. And here, this is the concentrate bottle, which basically says you can put it in a pump sprayer and you can treat your lawn, all right? And one thing I will stress, guys, when you get these products, you have to read the label instructions. I love making these videos, but you can't base everything on the video. You have to read the instructions because sometimes the chemicals change, the amount that you're supposed to apply change. And if you're looking at this video, you may be applying the wrong amount, even though this may be right on this label. But next year's formula, or 3 years from now, the formula may change. So always read the instructions. But look, this is for the lawns. That is for. If you can read that, it says lawns, treats, what's that? Bluegrass, fescue. Hold on, let me zoom in on that, guys. Let me zoom in on it. Next, I just want to get it closer so you can really see this now. It says lawns. These are the lawns that you can use it on. Bluegrass, fescue, zoysia, and you see it has a couple of dots down there. Bermuda, 3 dots, perennial ryegrass. Right? It says best treat in temperatures of 45 to 90 degrees. Now, as I always stated, 85 is my cutoff point. All right. Now, follow the label directions. You could treat up to 90, but 85 for me, to be sure. Always get the one that says 470 weeds, not the one that says 250 weeds, all right? And it says visible results in 5 hours, all right? Kills weeds to the root, kills by contact, which means you spray it on there. The weeds are going to absorb it through the top, and it'll take it down into the plant and kill it from the bottom. And once you water it in, 24 hours later, you get additional kill from the root to the top. Now this bottle treats up to 6,250 square feet. And the reason this bottle does, because guys, this is the 25% more. Let me zoom out on this. 25% more bottle. You actually are getting, if I can see that, 40 ounces of liquid instead of the 32 ounce bottle, all right? Now this supposed to kills yellow nutsedge, kills crabgrass, and a whole other things. I'm just gonna, matter of fact, let me open it up and show it to you. Next, basically all I want to do is open the label up, let you see how the label looks on the inside. You remember those 2 dots that we saw on the zoysia that was on this part right here? That's basically saying that if you spray this on pre-emerging zoysia that's just now coming out of dormancy, you may damage it, so don't do that. And the 3 dots is for the Bermuda, is, if I recall, if you spray in temps of up to 90 degrees, yellowing may occur. But with the Bermuda grass, as long as you water it in, it'll bounce back. Another thing I want you to know about this particular formula right here, that's if you're going to use it. It says kills yellow nutsedge. If your nutsedge is over 3 inches tall, you're going to need probably 2 applications. You treat it the first time, wait, come back 15 days later, 14 or 15 days later, and you treat it again if you're hitting the yellow nutsedge that's over 3 inches tall. And like I said, guys, this thing kills a slew of weeds. Just, you're gonna have to open it up. Once you find out what kind of weeds you have, just go to the weed chart list. It's in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it for you. All right, there it is right there. It's in here somewhere. 1 million weeds. But listen, guys, most of these formulas are to kill weeds when they're at their infant stage. When they get totally mature, you may have issues killing it. You may have to kill it, do 2 applications. And normally when you buy products like this, they recommend that you only use this twice a year. All right, even though it said nutsedge 14 days, that's if you're particularly treating that Some of them you have to actually wait 30, 31 days or whatever the case may be, but you need to read the instruction, guys. Read the instructions. And you only use this twice. One thing I want to go ahead and show you guys this too. This hose end sprayer is basically the same thing. The difference with this, once you hook it up to a hose, the water from the hose mixes the chemical itself, and you don't have to worry about doing anything but just spraying. Now this covers only 5,000 square feet, so you got to kind of methodically look at how you're spraying. You got to spray evenly over 5,000 square feet. And this one right here, guys, if you don't want to make a mix, and what we're going to do is make a mix real quick here, you can always buy the gallon sprayer. Now, the one thing I do like about the pesticide products, they always are on sale at Walmart in particular. And all three of these products right here, believe it or not, $6.92 at the time of filming this video. Now, one thing I like about the 25% more, it's the same price as all these. So if you got one of these bottles and you used it, save the bottle. Don't buy another one of these. Buy this, get 25% more, which means you're gonna get an extra 1,200 square feet that you can spray. When you buy that, you simply just add it in here, and now you have a new bottle. Now, this bottle is not going to last 12, 15 years. You may get 3, 4 good uses after that. Out of it. After that, it may start to malfunction per se. But let me go ahead and show you how to add this to this bottle so you can have a complete bottle. Okay, you are for next. Look, I've already taken the top off of it, and this is just a regular funnel. You can get this in the cooking section or even the auto mechanic part. Now, like I said, whatever you use for lawn care, do not use this in your kitchen again. Once you use this for this, that's it. Don't go back, stick it in the dishwasher and try to sneak it in there so mama won't see and wash it, and then you kill your whole family, all right? Don't use this again. I repeat, don't use this again, all right? Look, guys, all we basically do, this is empty. We just stick that funnel in there, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'll shake this up before I actually use it. I'll shake it up again in that bottle, but you simply push down on the top a little bit. See, it has a seal there. Break the seal. Try to have some gloves on, guys, while you're doing this. Neat thing about these bottles, they have that see-through meter, so you can kind of gauge while you're pouring it in there. All right, so let's go ahead and pour that in there. And like I said, this is using the concentrate to make another bottle of that. Now, technically, I should have a little bit left up. Only thing I don't understand is why do they put measurements on the side of this bottle and you can't see nothing? Doesn't make sense. But let's go ahead and pour this in here. Try not to spill it. I don't know if you can see the bottom of it, but you see that little meter filling up? I'm gonna pour it all the way up to that top line. Okay, now I just created another bottle. I'll take this out, stick that in there for now. Guys, when you're using this, make sure that this straw is pushed in here. All right, make sure it's seated down in there. You don't want to push it in there and it's not seated. And make sure you don't have any trash or loose grass debris or anything in here or clogging up the straw. Wash that bottle out before you actually do this also. All right, so we're gonna stick that down in there. We'll twist it. Okay, now all I gotta do is hook it up to the water hose, make sure that the seal is in there also, but this will treat 5,000 square feet on my lawn, all right? Now that's one method right there. Let me show you another method. What we're gonna actually do is make a, make a pump sprayer, 1 gallon pump sprayer treatment of this product, all right? Okay, so you're the basic homeowner, right? And you wanna know how to make the pump sprayer mix. You see a little pump sprayer emblem down there, all right? Guys, whatever formula you are using, it being Roundup or whatever it is, read those directions before you do this. This particular one says use 5 ounces of this liquid, for every 1,000 square feet and a 1 gallon of water, 1,000 square feet, 5 ounces. All right. Now I have a little measuring cup here. It only goes up to 3, so I'm gonna have to use it a couple of times. So let's go ahead and do it. First time, and I know you can't really see the inside, but it's 3 ounces. Just pour that in there. And I'm gonna add 2 more ounces. All right. Guys, if you go over a little bit, it's not gonna hurt. If you go under a little bit, it's not gonna hurt. But if you wanna be exact, put the 5 ounces in there. All right. Now we have 5 ounces, 1 gallon of water, and the pump sprayer. That's all you need. Screw the top back on. Shake it up real good. You can spot treat weeds, or you can spot treat square feet. All right. Look at your directions. Some will say this mix will cover 500 square feet, or this mix will cover 1,200 square feet. And what I mean by that is when you spray the lawn, you spray 500, 600 square feet, literally walking it back and forth, you're treating the whole entire part of that lawn. That's what they're talking about. But you can use this as a spot spray, which means you walk your property, find weeds, spot spray them, watch them die. Now, once you treat your lawn with this, you gotta wait 24 hours to water it in. This particular product recommends you do not do this, apply this 2 days before you cut your yard or 2 days after you cut your yard. So in other words, today is Monday. If I treat my yard today, I can't cut it again. You can cut it whenever you want to, but according to the directions, Wednesday should be the next time I cut it. Well, if I know I'm going to treat on Monday, I should not have cut my grass on Sunday and then treat Monday. Got to be a 2-day gap in between. This product also says once you cut your grass, leave those clippings down there for the next 3 cuts. Now, BYD has already stated once before, if you got a lot of weeds in your lawn, I recommend you bag them up depending on the weeds. If you got a lot of crabgrass, Dallas grass, or even grightweed has a lot of seeds on the bottom of the leaves that you can't see. My belief is to bag those up, because if your yard hasn't been pre-emergent fortified, you stand a chance of spreading weeds throughout the lawn. So you're gonna have to make that decision, but based on the directions on the bottle, leave those clippings down. And the reason they want you to is because those actual clippings have some of that chemical on them, in them, and it still is breaking down. All right, remember, visible results within 5 hours with this product. But let's say you want to take it to the next level. There's a thing called the surfactant. All right, did videos on that. And all the surfactant is a sticking agent. This bottle is non-branded, but it is a surfactant. I'll have links to all these chemicals in the description. Now, with some surfactants, it can say add 1 ounce, 2 ounce. If you're the basic homeowner and you don't have the funds available to get this, you can use a dish detergent like Dawn, Joy, whatever it is you got. You can use 1 ounce or 2 ounce of that. So let's go ahead and actually add 1 ounce of this particular product. Like I said, it's non-branded, but it is a surfactant. All right, I got 1 ounce. I'm gonna add this to it. Now, what is that gonna do, BYD? That surfactant, when you spread on those weeds, to the weed, and help the weed kill, stay on the leaf surface a little bit longer so it can really get down into that plant. That's basically what a surfactant does. All right. Not necessary, but it is an option. Here's another option. Now, this is my favorite laser dye that I order off of Amazon. Once again, there will be links in the description for these products. Remember to shop with BYD. www.amazon.com/shop/Bermuda Grass Central. And full disclosure, I do get kickbacks when you order through my link. Your ordering process through Amazon will still be the same, but you have to type in the link that I gave you or click on the link and order through that link, and I'll get a small residual for sending them traffic. You don't have to order just lawn care products. It's anything you order. Furniture, cars, clothes, rings, toys, anything. Order through my link, help support the channel. All right. This is another bonus right here though. Now, what is this for? This blue marker dye, when you're spraying your yard, it will leave a dye on that particular part that you sprayed. What that does is keep you from overlapping and respraying weeds over and over and over and over. So if you're walking your yard and you lose track of where you were walking, with the blue marker dye, you know exactly what you sprayed. So let's just say you were just targeting specifically nutsedge. If you had a blue marker dye, you can spray those particular weeds. Same thing here. You can add, I don't know if you can see that, guys. Basically 1 ounce per gallon. So we're gonna go ahead and add 1 ounce. Now remember, this marker dye, it's real messy. Try not to spill this. Same thing, I'm only gonna add 1 ounce. Try to pour this directly in there. All right, we've added that. Please put your top back on your marker dye. Set that to the side. Guys, I don't know if you noticed, but the water has changed colors. Now, will this stain your concrete? When you put some on your concrete, it's gonna get on there, but eventually it will fade away. It'll wash away with rain. If you want to get it off right then and there, get a 50-50 mix of bleach and water. Spray that dye, watch it disappear like magic. All right, so now that I showed you how to make those mixes, like I said, we got our own mix that we made with the pump sprayer and the concentrate. All right, we also took the concentrate and we added it to a previously used bottle of weed stop for lawn. We're gonna treat 5,000 square feet through the hose in. No spot spraying with that. You're literally treating the yard. BYD, that is too much work. Don't have time for all that. About a 1 gallon sprayer. Spot treat weeds. Now I will say this is not to be used to, why I put it to you like this. You're not gonna have fun trying to treat a mass part of your lawn. So you need to go ahead and get the pump sprayer if you wouldn't just want to spray clumps, big masses. That's good for spot spraying, treating the whole yard. Spot spraying, you can actually treat the whole yard with that. It's gonna take a whole lot longer. And like I said, this is just to concentrate right here. So let's go out here and let me show you how it works. Okay, yard fanatics, look, we got the mix already made, and this is one reason why I tell you got to be careful with this dye. You know, it'll wash off, but you know, it's always an issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this, and guys, hooking it up to the water hose in sprayer. I have a video for that. I'll send you, well, there should be a link up top. And the handheld, the ready to use one, we have a video for that also. So there'll be it may just be one link or it may be a couple of links. But guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of walk around. And like I said, this yard, if you know anything about it, we still having issues with it. Like I said, we aerated the crap out of it, but this video is not about that. This video is about the weeds. Now, one of the things, I haven't put any weed kill on this yard, on this part of the yard, in a minute. So we really don't have any weeds, but when we do find one, like we got one right here, you can see it. Zoom in on that. And guys, like I said, we're gonna take this right here. We're gonna go ahead and spot spray that. Pull that off. Like I said, it's kind of hard to do it by yourself. BYD Jr. nowhere to be found. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and spot spray that. And guys, you see it's that bluish dye that's there. You know, that's to prevent us from treating it twice. All right, let's go find another fanatics. And look, this is the common area fescue. I got Bermuda on my side, but this is fescue over here. And what I'm gonna do, I got this on the, it's gonna be hard to record and do both, but I got it on that wide fan, and hopefully you can see that. It's getting on the concrete. So let's go over here. I just want you to see. Let me see if I can pull it back. All right, I just want you to see the width of that spraying. So if I was gonna walk my whole property, or the 500 or 1,000 square feet, or whatever the product label is saying, this is how I would do it. All right, and like I said, that's treating a mass area at one time. Like I said, you see I got some overspray. That stuff will wash away. If I want to just spot spray, I could literally find a weed and just hit down on it, but we'll do this wide spray so you can see it again. All right, and let's see if I can find another single spot to spray on. Okay guys, there go another weed right there. We'll just go ahead, spray on top of that. And that's pretty much it. Now, using this one, let me get in front of the camera. Okay, you're fanatics. So you basically get the idea. You know, I just wanted to give you show you kind of your options, how to make it, when you should treat it. And like I said, best time with me personally would be in the afternoon when temperatures drop. That way you give it a little bit more time without that heat stress on it to work its way through the weed. Always read your product label. This one says water in 24 hours after application. There are some stipulations on certain weeds that you may have to treat it twice. You may not need to over treat. In other words, you know, don't treat 5,000 square feet with 10,000 square feet worth of chemicals. And guys, generally you should not have a lot of weeds right now in the summertime. If you did your prodiamine treatments and you don't really have a lot of crabgrass and stuff like that, you should be out spot spraying. But if you do, you can spray the entire yard, but you're gonna have to look at that label, man, and see what's the best time and temperatures to do that. All right, it's hot out here. It's like 90-something degrees. Just want you guys to know that you have plenty of options, and that trip to Home Depot should have taught you a lot. So guys, just remember one thing. You're tuned into Bermuda Grad Central with BYD. This is Michael Bowman, and I'll talk to you soon.